work was a pain in the ass. Okay, let me see if I can cut right to it. Horrendous 08 writes, who's back there? Giggle. Well, I don't know, but I did feel the icy breath of death on my neck that night. Dude bruh 2478. Question, and something I think is an interesting topic. Back in 2008, did you ever have any thoughts of what 2023 would look like? Did you think it'd be very futuristic or just the same as it is now? Did I think it would be very futuristic? Well, no. You see, Back to the Future Part 2 set my expectations pretty high when I was like 6 or 7. So by 2005, when I saw that we weren't getting any hoverboards, and I mean real hoverboards, not this crap we think are hoverboards. I mean like boards that hover. When I saw that we were reaching like the early 2000s and nothing was happening, no. So by 2008, I was already very disappointed in what the future was supposed to look like. I just predicted more debt and shit. Oh, I do apologize ahead of time if I butcher your name or forget to mention it altogether. Togi Kiss. Togek once. Dude, what's your feeling on VTubers / HoloLive and their fanboys? It's another can of worms that's plaguing my generation. And people are defending it like it's normal. Well, if it's plaguing your generation, as you say, then I'm sorry to say it is normal, stupid as it might be, but I'm not even sure. Al, what's a VTuber or HoloLive?
A VTuber utilizes an avatar, sometimes with motion graphics instead of their own face.
Well, if you're fuck ugly, I mean, you shouldn't have to show your face in vlogs if you don't want to. Oh my god, that's not nice.
A VTuber is someone who is too fuck ugly to...
No, Al, no, that's not nice.
I don't know.
I mean, when I was a youngster, I used to despise being the particular species of ape that I am now until I learned more about it. Now I kind of like it, but like when I was younger, I might have used a little avatar. I wanted to be a furry canine or feline of some sort back then. Shit, I wouldn't mind being a fucking cartoon character right now, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I wish I was Shredder. That'd be fucking awesome. Yell at Bebop and Rocksteady at the end of the day. Come back to my lair, you fools. It's cuddle time. I never thought about it much, but I guess it doesn't particularly bother me. I, however, do obviously prefer to reveal myself and my true self. Johnny Undaunted says, go to bed, Grandpa. Now you listen here, boy. Grandpa's gonna go to bed when Grandpa decides to go to bed. Duskborn Dweller. Is that a DS? That looks sick. Damn right it's a DS. 3DS to be specific. I actually never got over the DS. It is my favorite handheld system of all time. I mean, I thought my original Game Boy in Fabulous Red was the most amazing thing ever. And then the Game Boy Advance came out, and then the DS came out, and then this came out, and this was like the peak for me. I'm infuriated by consoles constantly for being dicks and wanting to force me to use the damn Switch as my main handheld. But the problem is, when I'm trying to play a fighting game, I grip the controls pretty tightly and I feel like I'm going to tear the sides off the Switch. I've yet to buy that attachment, which makes it look more sturdy, but even then, This thing fits in my pocket pretty well. Like, it's a good size, not too big, not too small. Street Fighter's fun as hell, even though anyone playing me from Japan always kicks my ass. I love to draw on this thing. Like, this is the best handheld system ever, in my opinion. Oh, and it's convenient for reading comments off of, obviously. Why did Nintendo close the eShop? Why are they such dicks? All right, cool, yeah, 1245 says a bunch of stuff here. The main point I think we were driving at here was it's hard to find American cartoons, especially modern ones, that aren't comedies or geared towards a kid-friendly audience. It's hard not to think about what could have been. Aeon Flux is an American cartoon that shows how well made Western cartoons could be had it gone more in that direction. I suppose I see what you're saying here, but I feel like it is going more in that direction. I'm not sure what you mean by specifically modern ones. One of the non-sucky things about streaming services is the mutation of shows that come from. And I've seen a lot of cartoons that actually have been evolving past that. Some of them are getting more action packed, some of them are getting more serious, some of them are getting more bizarre. They've always been getting weirder, which is why I've always liked them. So I don't know. I mean, I could show you some examples of what I'm talking about. I could list a few of them below. But anyways, maybe it just sucks that we had to wait this long to go more in that direction. But still, kid-friendly doesn't necessarily mean it's childish writing or something like that. You can still get a well-done adult show that is suitable for a much wider audience. Even in the same exact video you're commenting on, Angry Little Americans mentioned something nobody gives credit to Western animation is that since most of the cartoons we get are kid-friendly, they have to be smarter with their writing. And that's very true. A lot of creativity has been forced out of those restrictions. I mean, should I just post a list down there? I think I'm going to, but like I want to save a lot of this for Anime Sucks 4, which so far is such a bitch to edit. But maybe I'll list a few anyway. It's so cool to hear you read my comment, and like Mr. Master JD said, I did not expect you to read it in an actual video. And I don't write comments like ever. But for your videos, I needed to make a few exceptions. Well, thanks again. Thanks again for answering my question about the Why Anime Sucks 4 video. But like I said in that last comment, I will watch whatever video you decide to make. Anime be damned. Sorry for stroking your ego so much. All I meant to say is that I really like you and I really like your videos. Always have and always will. I stroked it again, didn't I? Crap. One Western cartoon I just love is She-Ra, Princess of Power. The OG show is really cool too. Would love to hear your thoughts about them if you've seen either. I've seen both. The first two cartoons in my memory are He-Man and She-Ra. The only thing I think I like more about the original is the intro, of course. Boom, 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 boom. She-Ra, She-Ra. I can't really sing it. Most of it's instrumental, but in the new one, I think it's cool as fuck that she's like 9 feet tall, and Catra is obviously changed for the better. I mean, remember how stupid she was in the old one? She was just a vessel of dumb noises. It was stupid. In the new one, she's like a pretty interesting character. Seawater Cecil also says, still, there are some things I still can't figure out, Joseph. How did the anime fans know they would open the wrong box? And did you ever find out in the last 13 years what was in the right one? Yes, in the right box was actually my severance pay. Thank goodness. Um, you know what? I don't fucking know, dude. Your guess is as good as mine. You see, the thing is, I'm just speculating here. I don't know for a fact. I mean, I said I know they did this. I know they sent this thing after me. But really, I could be just dead fucking wrong on this. I'm not sure. It's like I have what I feel is like some evidence. Look at this comment. Not Racist21 says, fuck you too. Watch your cartoon SpongeBob and cook some Krabby Patty. Your mom might whip you if you watch anime because anime is for 15 plus 12, maybe you're 6 years old. Baby ain't allowed watching anime. So now, when I describe these people to be those of reject minds, um, I didn't mean that about every single one of them, but do you understand where I'm getting an idea like this? Do you maybe understand why the description reject minds comes to mind? No pun intended. But that's not the piece of evidence I wanted to talk about. The evidence I wanted to talk about is that Not Racist21 says anime fandom attack. They made it or they summoned it. That's what I'm going to go with right now. And the more I investigate it, I will either find out whether or not I'm full of shit. Wigglethorpe says, if you recorded a mic with a camera separate from each other, make sure to align the tracks with each other based on the clap syncing. Okay, so when I mentioned in the marquee my audio incompetence, I didn't quite mean that incompetent. That's why I clapped. The thing is, it's just a hell of a lot easier to do with a slate because visually it's just a more of a straight line and it's just a hell of a lot easier to work with. So the clapping can be a pain in the ass. On top of which, sometimes I'll have tracks that will start off perfectly synced, and then as I get further through the track, it's falling out of sync. Like it doesn't make sense. So I got to move parts of the audio. And the sound from that mic, rendering that shit takes forever. It is not fun. I still want to try using it again, but I was way too fucking lazy to use it for this video or for the last video just because of the rendering alone. But thank you, Wigglethorpe, for audio nerding out with me. Please, if you've got more advice, I'll take it. But yeah, the clap syncing I was trying. Yeah, slide the track forward or backward to compensate. Yeah, like I'll do that sometimes. And what happens is it looks like I need half of a frame to get it to slide into the right place sometimes. Sometimes it works. Other times, like one frame forward, one frame backwards, I'm still not getting it perfectly synced. Ugh. I did actually fling my own excrement at the computer a couple times while I was editing it. Venerable Brother Goriate. Anime makes me want to gargle with bleach and barbed wire. I can't fucking stand it. There's one anime that I've ever liked, Jinro. He goes on to describe something that actually does sound pretty cool, but yeah, like I think most people who hate anime have at least one that they think is cool. We all know the potential's there. Girl Crazy Rockstar says Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for a late pizza. Dude, do I still have pizza rolls?